Oh, they're already starting with the emojis. I love it. We're already seeing the love already. This is incredible. Well,
Tyson
hello,
loves that, you
everybody.
guys.
He
Well,
really
they love
does.
pizza, I think they're saying.
No,
That's
not
not pizza.
No, that's a celebration. It is a triangle shape. I see the resemblance. That's yeah.
Yes. But hello, everybody. It's me, Dino Dustin, here with Jurassic Quest, and I'm so excited to celebrate Fossil Day with you guys. Wow, I'm so happy that y'all have this energy because I have a lot of energy for Fossil Day. So this is going to be so cool. And this is one of my favorite ways to celebrate Fossil Day is through show and tell. Now, I want you guys to know that we can see and hear you, but you can also communicate through our Q&A, that feature here, so you can put questions in. And also you are already doing it, but you can always send emojis so we can feel that energy. It's so cool to see those hearts, those thumbs ups, those crying, laughing faces. All those are welcome. So please continue to express yourself like that. But I do want to introduce you to some friends of mine. All right? Hey, Safari Sarah, can you say hello to everybody?
Hey everybody, I'm Safari Sarah and I'm joined by Tyson, our baby T-Rex today, and we're so excited to be getting into Fossil Day. Tyson's excited because he loves bones, but I love knowledge.
Well, hello, Tyson. Prehistoric Nick, can you say hello to everyone?
Hey everybody, I'm so excited to be here on Fossil Day. It's one of my favorite times of the year.
Awesome. Now, Park Ranger Marty, can you say hello to everyone?
Hey, everybody. Park Ranger Marty here. Can't wait to teach you guys about dinosaurs and have tons of fun. It's going to be awesome.
Yes. And then, last but not least, Ranger Lee.
Hey, y'all. It's so good to be here. And looks like Trixie's waking up for you. Good morning, Sleepyhead.
Hello, Trixie. Good to see you, of course. Awesome. Now, we are all dinosaur trainers and fossil experts at Jurassic Quest. And if you haven't heard of Jurassic Quest, it would be my pleasure to tell you all about it. Jurassic Quest is a traveling dinosaur exhibit that holds over 165 million years worth of dinosaurs, ranging from the extremely big to the very small. But that's not all by a long shot. We have tons of other activities. At Jurassic Quest, you have the opportunity to become a junior dinosaur trainer like us. And you'll learn how to train Utah raptors. And you'll get some hangout time with our baby dinosaurs, as you can see, Trixie and Tyson. And you'll uncover dinosaur bones at our digs. And speaking of digs and fossils, Park Ranger Marty, can you tell us why it's so important that we celebrate fossils and have a day like this to celebrate fossils?
Well, if you guys love dinosaurs, you should know everything we know about dinosaurs comes from finding fossils. Before we found these fossils and knew what these fossils were, we had no idea about dinosaurs. So these rocks in the ground actually tell us everything we know about prehistoric life. So celebrating that is a great thing for Jurassic Quest and everybody to do.
That's awesome. Thank you for that explanation. Now, later on, I have something extra special to show you guys during show and tell. And I personally cannot wait for you to see it and what we're working on. And Jurassic Quest had the chance to participate in something so cool. And I just can't wait for you guys to see it, so you got to stick around. But first, I want to show you my first item that I brought for you guys for show and tell. This is a souvenir that I got. I wonder if you guys can see. Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thumbs up.
I have this. What's that?
I saw thumbs up, so I think they can.
Oh, cool. Now, I have this souvenir, and I know a lot of y'all can y'all guess what dinosaur this is? It might be kind of tricky because it's so small. It may be a little tricky, but this is a Velociraptor skeleton. Now, does anybody have a Velociraptor as their favorite dinosaur? Can you give me a thumbs up if that's your favorite dinosaur, Velociraptor? Okay, I see some thumbs up going there. It's one of my wow, a lot of thumbs up. You guys really love Velociraptors. Yes, it's one of my favorite dinosaurs too. And what's cool about this is that it looks like something from a dig site, the way it's like inside the rock. But now Velociraptors were indeed very small or smaller than what they appear to be in the movies, but not this small, at least not as an adult. This is a great example of the difference between a fossil mold and a real nice souvenir. Someone used pictures or computers to create this piece. And though it looks realistic, it's not scientifically accurate. However, fossil molds, like the ones at Jurassic Quest, are made from real fossil impressions to make a copy so we can study as if we're looking at the real thing. However, this souvenir can be just as fun. It still reminds me of how cool dinosaurs are. And if I accidentally drop it, it's not as devastating as it would be if I dropped a real fossil. Because some fossils are so rare, it would be extremely difficult to find another one. And I'm so clumsy, Prehistoric Nick and Park Ranger Marty get real nervous about when I hold the fossils at Jurassic Quest. But this is pretty cool, right, guys? What do you think? Yeah? Thumbs up?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we trust you with that one.
I'm sure. Awesome. Well, now, Safari Sarah, did you bring any cool items to show for show and tell?
I sure did. Thank you. Tyson, do you want to help me? Okay, here. You grab that. Be very careful, okay? Thank you. Very good job. Now, you guys, I have this back up. I have this really cool thing, which is actually a really cool fusion representative of something Park Ranger Marty says all the time, which is that Jurassic Quest provides something called a what, Park Ranger Marty?
A gateway science. And that's what dinosaurs really are. Because if you're into dinosaurs, all of a sudden you find you're learning about many different sciences. Sciences like geology and biology and even astronomy. You're learning all these things just because you think dinosaurs like Stegosaurus here are cool. So that's a really awesome thing that dinosaurs provide for us.
Definitely. Thank you for that incredible explanation, Marty. So you guys, this is a cool physical representation of a gateway science because this is actually a geode, and a geode is a type of gem, or it's actually found inside of rocks. And the study of rocks is called geology. And this little Stegosaurus that's on top, obviously, is a dinosaur. And the study of dinosaurs and their bones is called paleontology. Now, this is really cool because it's not only a physical representation of the gateway science, but it's also super special to me because I got this at the Royal Tyrrell Museum with Dino Dustin and Prehistoric Nick. How many of you guys have been to some museums? Yeah. And have you guys seen dinosaur bones there? Yep, mostly that's where people see them. And that's why I love Jurassic Quest, because we bring cool fossils and real life-size dinosaurs to life in front of you. But at the Royal Tyrrell Museum, it's in Canada, and it's very well known for its collection of dinosaurs. So it was really cool for me to go through there learning, not only from the museum, but also from my dinosaur expert friends on the side of me at the same time.
Very, very, very cool, Safari Sarah. Yes, that is one of my favorite memories, hanging out with you and Prehistoric Nick at the Royal Tyrrell. Have any of you guys went to a museum with friends? Yeah? Give me a thumbs up if you've gone to a museum with friends on like a field trip or just for fun. Yes, of course. Learning with your friends is probably one of the coolest things ever. I really, really enjoy it. Yeah, you guys seem to enjoy it too. That's awesome. Now, Prehistoric Nick, what did you bring for everybody? Well, to show everybody for show and tell.
So that's a really great question. So I have this fossil here. Now, this is a fossil that I actually own, that I have at my home. And this here is called an Orthoceras. Now, an Orthoceras is a really ancient creature. Now, it's a relative of an animal that's still alive today. Now, does anybody here know what a squid is? All right, give me a thumbs up if you know what squids are. So this is a very ancient relative of squid. Oh yeah, I see a lot of thumbs up. And these would have swam in the ocean about somewhere between 470 and 458 million years ago. So they would have had tentacles, but they also had a solid, rigid structure inside their bodies. And that's what this is here. So, there's what's really cool about this particular block is there's lots of other small fossils inside of it. Like right here, there's a bit of clamshell. And because this is a decoration in my house, I have some other decorations on it. So this particular fossil has had some decorations on it.
Are those googly eyes, Nick?
Yep, they are.
You can find those at the arts and crafts table at Jurassic Quest, right?
Absolutely. Although I think it's important that at Jurassic Quest that those googly eyes stay at the Arts and Crafts Center.
Yes,
fair.
I
That's
think
a fair
so
point.
too. But it's really cool, especially that fossil is like a 2-for-1 special. You have 2 different animals in that fossil rock, right?
Yeah. And there's a few others. Like if I have a second, I can even show some of the other ones on the back. I have what's called a crinoid stem or a crinoid columnal, which is an animal a lot like a sea lily or a sea star. They've got petals. They look like plants, but they capture food out of the water. So this is
Wow.
so this particular fossil has a lot of variety in terms of what kind of prehistoric life was preserved in it.
Wow, prehistoric Nick, that's incredible. All right, Park Ranger Marty, you're up next.
All right. Well, prehistoric Nick had a fossil with a whole bunch of fossils in it, but I have a hammer/pick.
Wait, Marty, we did talk about like getting to it and hitting the session. You're not going to hit your laptop, are you?
How else do you open up a laptop?
Everybody,
Nah.
help him. I can't.
No, I'm not going to use this on modern stuff. I'm going to use this on very ancient stuff because this, though it seems very simple, just a hammer and a pick, is actually very important to paleontology. Do you guys want to be paleontologists someday? Give me a thumbs up if you'd like to go into paleontology. Oh, I bet I'll see a few.
Good.
Yep, there's those thumbs up that I thought I would see. Yes, but this is definitely a tool that you will be using because all of these fossils, as you said earlier, are found in the matrix. And so they are actually fossils trapped in rock. And to get into that rock, you're going to need a hammer and a pick. And then sometimes you're going to have to do more delicate work. And you might use something like a brush, like this is a paintbrush, but they also use toothbrushes for fine details.
Wow.
Sometimes use little compressed air to blow away dust and better see the fossil. And then once they have the fossil, they'll actually wrap it in what we call a field jacket. And so basically it's like plaster that slowly hardens. They put it all around, it's wet, and then it hardens. And then they can take the whole block and the whole rock back to the lab and separate the fossils from the matrix. So it's going to be a really cool thing, but it all starts, all the dinosaurs that you guys love start as fossils, and finding those fossils starts with very simple tools like this hammer and pick.
Wow, that is pretty impressive, Park Ranger Marty. I do have a question for you though.
Sure.
My question is, with us talking about fossils, it makes me wonder, how easy is it for an animal to become a fossil, or how often does it happen?
Actually, it's really, really rare that an animal becomes a fossil. Typically, when an animal dies, there are scavengers like animals that will eat it, and then insects that will break it down even further, and then wind and rain and the sun break it down into just pretty much dust. And it pretty much just blows away, and we'll never know that animal was there. But once in a while, when an animal dies, it gets buried rather quickly after death. And in the right environment, those bones and things will actually become fossils underground as moisture seeps into them and leaves sedimentary rock in the place, and that's what we get fossils from. So, but it doesn't happen.
Wow.
About 1 in a billion is how
Whoa, that's
estimate.
insane. That's
Yeah.
an impressive fact.
There are 8 billion people on the earth right now, roughly. That means out of all the people on the earth, about 8 of them might fossilize. So it shows you how many of these animals were actually around because of all the fossils that we have, and what a vast time span they must have been around for.
Wow.
So are you telling me that most dinosaurs became dino Dustin?
Oh, dust in the wind.
That was good, Dino Dustin.
Thank you. Now, Ranger Lee, can you show us what you brought for everybody for show and tell?
Yes, so I have with me here what is called a Megaraptor claw. Now, when you hear raptor, you think of velociraptors or Utah raptors like Jojo or Diego are trainable raptors. But the Megaraptor and their family, the Megaraptorans, are not related to the raptors at all. Now, the reason why it's called the large thief, the raptor, is because when they first found this foot-long claw, this is all they found. And scientists assumed this belonged to a raptor. It looks like the killing claw of a raptor. But later on, they found the entire hand. And it turns out this is just the very end of his finger.
Whoa.
And so the Megaraptors would use these giant hands to give giant hugs to whatever they wanted to eat. Now, the Megaraptorans, their family includes my favorite dinosaur, which is named Australovenator, or depending on who you ask, Australovenator. Probably butchered that. But a really cool thing. So the Australovenator is an Australian meat eater, and his name can be broken down into 2 parts. Australo, which means south, and Venator, which means hunter. Now, that's a big word, so you guys want to say it with me? I'm going to count to 3, then we're going to say Australovenator together. All right, on 3. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3.
Australovenator.
Good job. Awesome. So that's my fossil.
That's incredible.
That's really cool.
It's crazy that that's a finger, like, or a part of a finger, like
just this part of the finger.
That's pretty incredible, because that means he has big hands, and it just shows how enormous that animal was, right?
They're
Is that the biggest claw we have at Jurassic Quest?
No, we actually have one even larger, belonging to a dinosaur everyone knows, the Therizinosaurus, which is a very, very large dinosaur.
I actually have a Therizinosaurus here from Lego.
Wow. What a bonus show and tell item, Park Ranger Party.
Plus, if you guys want an inside scoop secret, at Jurassic Quest, we have Therizinosaurus in our exhibit, but we also give nicknames to some of our dinosaurs, and Therizinosaurus's nickname is Goose. So if you come to our show and you see our Therizinosaurus, you can say, "Hi, Goose," and you'll be saying hello to him.
Yes, you can. That's awesome. Now that reminds me, your show and tell item reminds me of my extra show and tell item, Ian. So this one is near and dear to my heart because it reminds me of some friends at Jurassic Quest. What I have in my hands is a Utahraptor claw, not a finger. This is a claw. And Utahraptors are the kind of raptors we train at Jurassic Quest. Can any of you guys guess what state Utahraptors were found in? Any guesses?
Yeah.
I see a lot of thinking caps on. I think you can go with your heart on this one. If you said
Iowa?
California, you are correct. Obviously, I am just kidding. I'm just kidding, you guys. Utahraptors were found in Utah, like you said. You guys got it right. And they lived in the early Cretaceous. Now, this claw was a highly specialized blade on a fingertip. It slashed and tore thick hide to kill its prey. which to me makes Utah Raptors extremely cool. Now, I know sometimes a lot of us dino trainers love holding up two fingers on each hand to do a big T-Rex roar, but I thought this time we could try something a little different by holding up one finger to represent our Utah Raptor claw and giving a big roar. Would you guys want to do that with us? Yeah? Okay, I'm going to count to the count of three. And on three, we're going to give our big Utah Raptor roar. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Very, very, very good. Now, Safari Sarah, do you have another item to show everyone for show and tell?
I sure do have my other one. Do you want to help me with this one too?
Mhm.
Okay, here you go. Soft though, okay? These are real. Good job. Okay, guys, now this actually comes straight from Jurassic Quest. If you guys have been to Jurassic Quest, you may have actually done this activity, and it's called the excavation bricks. Now, inside of these bricks are actual real fossils. So you can see I've actually dug out my fossils here. And the really cool thing that you may actually not know about these, especially if you've come to Jurassic Quest and you've left with these, is that these are real fossils.
Whoa.
I know, isn't that crazy? They're real. So you guys may have real fossils in your room right now if you took these home. Now, I left them inside of this thing because I didn't want to lose them. But did you know there's actually a name for that? That's right. And some of you may know it, but your parents may be more familiar than you with the actual movie, because whenever a fossil is still inside of the rock, it's called being in the Matrix.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. But you're not going to catch Keanu Reeves talking about these, because in the Matrix just means that the actual fossil is suspended in the rock still. Now, this is obviously fake rock, used to kind of create or simulate the same experience as digging out a fossil. But you guys will receive picks and brushes at Jurassic Quest when you get this, and then you'll be able to get your own little Matrix styled fossil holder. And it's something that's really cool, fun, and educational at Jurassic Quest.
Oh, I love that. That is so cool because that's one of the coolest things you can do at Jurassic Quest. And bringing home a fossil, I don't know if there's anything better, right? Especially
Absolutely
on
not.
Fossil Day.
Yep.
Now, Prehistoric Nick, what did you bring as your second item for show and tell?
So I have actually another marine fossil. So this is actually kind of a relative of the last one I had. So although the last one I had was from the Ordovician period, which is a really, really, really old time period, about 400 million years ago. This one's from the Jurassic, so about a little over about 145 million years ago. But this is an ammonite.
Whoa.
So this is an ammonite that's in sediment, and the original fossil came from Germany. But this is an animal that had a spiral shell and would have had tentacles, just like a squid or an octopus that would swim through the water. And what's really cool about ammonites is that we actually they're actually one of the earlier fossils that was ever discovered. There's a lady named Mary Anning who lived in England in the early 1800s, and she used to find a lot of fossils along the coast in England, and she would sell some of them to make money. So have you ever heard of a tongue twister that goes, "She sells seashells by the seashore"? She was the original she from that tongue twister. So that this is an example of an ammonite, although some of them later in the Cretaceous would be about 6 feet across.
Now, it's interesting, Prehistoric Nick. It looks like a snail to me, or like a slug. But is that what it was related to?
Not really closely. Mollusks are kind of very distantly related to cephalopods, but yeah, it would have been a lot closer to the closest living relative to it would be the nautilus, which is still in the ocean today with a spiral shell.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Good to know. That's very, very cool, Prehistoric Nick. Okay, well, Park Ranger Marty, can you show me what your other item is for show and tell?
Yeah, I brought a predator. This is a ferocious predator. You can tell
Then
because its eyes
Tyson.
are facing forward and it's got sharp teeth. Actually, this predator popped into my lap. No, what I really wanted to show you is this. This is a
Oh,
Rex tooth. So this tooth right here, you'll see, is very, very long. This comes from a very famous T-Rex known as Sue the T-Rex. And this is a replica of the tooth. This is not the original, but it is the exact right size and shape. And you would actually
wow.
see about this much of the tooth sticking out of the gum line. If you can see that in front of me there. So all the rest of this is the root to
Wow.
anchor that tooth in place. And why do you think it needs so much root? Because it's biting down with a lot of force. We estimate that T-Rex would have been biting down with force somewhere between 8,000 to 12,000 pounds per square inch. That's 3 times as much as an alligator, a giant alligator. They're biting down with 3 times as much force, perhaps. So these teeth were very formidable. And you'll see that the teeth are not super sharp. They're a little pointy, but they're not super sharp like some teeth that would slice through flesh. This just pushes its way through, and it's designed for crushing bone. So you've got a cute little Tyson right there now, but when he grows up, his teeth are going to be really scary.
Yeah, you can see
Oh.
the T-Rex is behind all of us. For comparison, how big
Right?
Also, I
comparison.
think Tyson doesn't want to be called cute. I think he wants to be called ferocious, even though he's small.
Yes, he does.
He's gonna grow up big and strong. Don't worry.
Absolutely.
All right, now that
All
you're
right.
T-Rex behind me, I'm a little nervous.
Whoa, I know, right? Now, Ranger Lee, did you bring a second item for show and tell?
I did, and I need 2 hands for this one. So
Okay.
this big old basketball here is actually a sauropod egg. And sauropods are your long neck dinosaurs. And scientists believe this one belongs to a dinosaur known as Saltosaurus. Now, Saltosaurus is a South American long neck dinosaur. And this egg and where we found it tells us a lot about how dinosaurs laid eggs. Because we found roughly several hundred Saltosaur nests in the same place, each nest having about 25 eggs each. So if you do the math,
Whoa.
multiply that up a bit, it's easily close to, if not over, 1,000 eggs being laid in the same place at the same time.
Wow.
Another cool thing about Saltosaurus, which I can't show you in this egg, is that they're one of the only long-necked dinosaurs to have armor. These armors were the same ones you find in alligators, and they're called osteoderms. Osteo meaning bone, and derms meaning skin, because there were bones in the skin, just like alligators or the Ankylosaurus. And these really came in handy because Saltosaurus, despite their egg being as big as it is, basically basketball sized, they're small. They're only roughly about 20 feet long, which is about 1/3 of the size of the Apatosaurus that you can find in our exhibit at Jurassic Quest.
Whoa, that's really, really interesting. It's really interesting that those eggs were so big. Like, you would only need one of those for breakfast, right?
Mother of all omelets.
That's awesome. Well, you guys brought a lot of cool things. Now, I know some of you guys have some cool things that you love to show off. And if you post on social media and hashtag Jurassic Quest and hashtag show and tell, we'll be able to find those things and comment on all those things. So you can see Jurassic Quest and also some of our own accounts like Safari Sarah or Park Ranger Marty, Prehistoric Nick. We all can see exactly what you guys brought for show and tell as well. So please be sure to do that because we cannot wait to see it. Now, I know I teased something very, very special earlier, and I am about to show you now. Jurassic Quest is friends with a father and son duo that we've been doing a lot of work with. And they have recently created a documentary called Why Dinosaurs that will be premiering November 3rd. And guess who will be making a special cameo in the documentary?
You?
Yours truly, you guys. I will be
Wow.
in there with Tyson the T-Rex. Yes, you guessed it. We were filmed during a meet and greet that we did for a school. It was so fun meeting them and talking about dinosaurs. So this is my absolute pleasure to show you the trailer of this awesome film. Here is the trailer for Why Dinosaurs.
So much.
I think people love dinosaurs because they are big, they're bizarre, and they're extinct.
People are definitely fascinated by what they would have looked like, what they would have eaten, how they would have interacted with each other.
Dinosaurs are magical, mystical, amazing creatures.
There were giant animals like dragons that lived before mankind.
They walked in many of the same places where we walk today, but at the same time, there's so much we don't know about them.
You just start to wonder if these things existed, what else was alive millions of years ago?
Dinosaurs are just kind of everywhere. They're in kids' toys, murals, tattoos.
My name is Tony Campagna, and I am a dino addict.
Jurassic Park is the iconic pop culture version of dinosaurs.
It captured the imagination of the audience in a way that hadn't been done before.
They really changed the public perception of dinosaurs, and that has hugely benefited paleontology.
When I find a dinosaur, it's a pretty incredible feeling. It's a huge adrenaline rush.
This bone right here was laying right on the edge of a cliff.
We found this place where literally you can walk without stepping on eggshells and chunks of eggs.
You're the first person to actually see that bone. It's just a thrill beyond any other.
New data and new interpretations give us new ways of seeing things, better ways of understanding.
Molecular paleontology is a young science, but it's really going to take over paleontology.
CT scanning is providing us this amazing glimpse into dinosaur fossils that we've never really had before.
Paleontology is always the first science that any kid is exposed to. They might not go into paleontology, they could go into health sciences or engineering or anything else.
The study of paleontology and dinosaurs in particular is extremely relevant to the issues, the crises that we are facing as a society.
There is something about dinosaurs that is humbling for us. We are part of this massive ecosystem, a family of living things.
Dinosaurs are the ultimate symbol of prehistoric life. They allow us to understand that life on Earth is temporary.
How can you dominate the world so completely and then lose it?
And what does that say about our own success?
Wow.
Oh.
Clap it up, you guys.
That was great.
Isn't that really cool? Now, what a way to celebrate Fossil Day with all of you. It's been fantastic talking about dinosaurs, and I'm excited, and you guys get me excited. All about fossils, all about dinosaurs. It's just the energy is so good. And I truly cannot wait to see the Why Dinosaur documentary, right? It looks really interesting.
Absolutely.
Hey, Dino Dustin, do you think maybe we could give all of our guests a chance to show us their things? I know a bunch of people were messaging saying that they had stuffed animals or dinosaurs they wanted to show off. So maybe they can show us because we can see you. You may not be able to see each other, but that's just so that you guys could see us and that there's not a lot of things in the way. But now we would love to see your guys's show and tell items. Is that okay? Awesome. Okay, so first, let's do this. Let's do stuffed animals first. If you have a stuffed animal of a dinosaur, anything you want to show us now.
Oh,
wow. The purple.
That's so good. That's so good.
They look so soft. Aw, I love long neck dinosaurs are the best because you can lay on their belly. You're the best.
Look at that action figure. Is that it looks like a pterodon of some sort.
Oh, heck yeah. Okay, get those action figures out. Show us those toys. Yeah, the pteranodon's so cool. Oh, whoa. Look at that Spinosaurus. We even have some fictional dinosaurs, which are still cool.
Yeah.
May not be real, but we like Abdominus Rex still, you know. He's so pretty cool. And oh my gosh, I even see some people with some actual fossils, or maybe they're replicas, but some
Whoa.
ammonites. Yo,
Oh,
this is so
Triceratops.
That was so cool.
Oh, that's a
Yes.
really cool.
Guys, this is so awesome.
Oh, I look some arts and craft items in there too. I love that drawing. That
I
looks so
love
good.
Oh, and someone said they have a decalcified egg. That is so cool. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Those are really neat.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
This
very, very cool, guys. Thank you guys for showing off all your items. It's so, so cool and so impressive. And I love hanging out with other dino enthusiasts. So this has been really awesome. Now, I want to share with you guys, if there's an adult in the room, a parent, a teacher, a big brother, a big sister, I want you guys to listen up. We have a special treat for everyone who has participated today. We're offering 25% off any tickets of cities listed on our website when you go and use the promo code Fossil Day at JurassicQuest.com. So again, that's 25% off the tickets. That's a big bite out of the cost to come and see these dinosaurs up close and personal. And that offer is only good today. So please go online, JurassicQuest.com, and the promo code is Fossil Day. Now, Sarah, we've had such a good time here. Where can everyone find us in case they want to hang out with us again somehow?
Well, you guys, as you may know us, we all have Instagram accounts that you guys can actually follow, which are our names with JQ after. But we also have a Jurassic Quest Instagram, a Jurassic Quest TikTok, a Jurassic Quest Facebook. How many of you guys use those things? Yeah, I saw a few people in here who I think I recognize from TikTok too. So if you guys want to see funny videos or see us post pictures or even see where we're going, we talk about that on all of our social medias, or you can just print out coloring sheets on our page, JurassicQuest.com. And we even have an area that introduces you to us, your dinosaur trainers and experts, and to our little baby dinosaurs too. And it's called Meet Our Babies.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, Safari Sarah. Now, Park Ranger Marty, what should we do if we still have big questions about these big dinosaurs, or any dinosaurs for that matter?
Well, you guys are in luck because every weekend, Friday through Sunday, we have a line called Dino 411, and you can text your dinosaur questions directly to me, Park Ranger Marty, and I will answer them for you. And so all you have to do is text your questions to 844-DINO-411. That's 844-346-6411. And this dino nerd will answer all of your questions. And I may be old, but that just means I know more about dinosaurs. And I can't believe that when she was talking about our social media, she didn't mention Friendster or MySpace, the things that I use the most.
Oh,
Ranger Marty. They don't
Park
know
Ranger
those.
Marty.
Those are
That's a
old
little-
websites, guys. Only if you're a
Yes.
dinosaur would you know that. Don't worry.
It's pretty prehistoric on the internet.
But no offense to any of the parents out there, obviously.
No,
We
no
we
offense, no
love that y'all are
offense.
here.
Prehistoric Nick, where can these dinosaur enthusiasts go to learn more about dinosaurs and all things prehistoric for that matter?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So we have weekly videos we put onto YouTube. So our Fossil Friday and our Science Sunday videos. And sometimes we even put live events like this one right here. We will stream to our YouTube channel. In fact, tomorrow morning, I'm covering a very, very special launch of a mission that's going to go study an asteroid. And asteroids are important because they are definitely related to dinosaurs in a very important way. So we get to cover a little bit about that tomorrow morning.
That's awesome and super, super interested. And those who got really excited about the Why Dinosaur documentary, you can learn more about it at whydinosaurs.com. So you can check out all the cool things that they're doing there on their website. But again, it's been so fun and awesome hanging out with you guys. And we still have a lot more to do with Fossil Day. Right, Safari Sarah? Isn't there another thing happening soon?
That's very right. I'll have to talk softly because Tyson is getting a little sleepy. But we actually have one more segment, and that segment is called Story Time. I'll be reading 2 different books to you guys. So with this next about 15 to 20 minutes, if you guys want, you can go brush your teeth or put on pajamas, and then we'll all reconvene in about 20 minutes now, and we'll all be able to get on this same exact link, and I'll read you guys 2 really cool stories for Fossil Day.
Oh, that's going to be so fun. So you guys make sure to come back over and do that with us. But that's all for Show and Tell. Thank you guys so much for celebrating Fossil Day with us. And we hope to see you real soon. Happy Fossil Day, you guys. Bye.
Bye. Happy Fossil Day.